So I am updating on my retriever kennels. These are for my goats and sometimes for my donkey. He goes in this one because he likes to be with the goats. So my retrievers, I believe I got them in 2017. I started off with one, and I'm gonna say it's this one because it's got the top that's the worst. And I'm actually taking it down because it was very ripe and aged. This one was the second one, as you can tell. It's starting to do the same thing. And it's just from wind here in Texas and rain, summer. So these things will only last probably about a couple years each. I added more support. The green is mine, the white is theirs, because when it rains, it bubbles wherever it can catch, wherever the least resistance is. And then I don't know how I got that chair up there. I have a piece of tape over it, but it's not really staying attached. I want to say it's just getting ripe and weathered. So these are the wind blockers, and they Velcro on, and I can't get the bottom one to Velcro because of the ground, and it's just really hard. So I usually will set a brick right on here to keep that flap down. And then let's see, bear with me, I will show you the sunscreen that I have on one of the other ones, because a lot of sun sets from this area, and this puts off shade. I have it Velcroed on. This is one of the newer kennels, and I want to say they're about a year old. And because I put them side by side, I have this extra couple of panels, so I just made a little garden area for it. And I keep my goat food in here because they can't get to it. So here we are on this side. Now I want to say that these can tighten up a little bit more. I would think that this could fit down here. Like some of them I've got that way, but I can't, you know, I can only make it stretch as far as it wants to stretch. This one, here we are over here. I don't know if you can see all the rod on it. And then again, this is the back side. Keeps the rain and keeps the wind from going through. I have it where their houses are, so they stay a little drier. And this is the one that I'm taking down now. And all this ripping and tearing, it was horrible. It's been up there for a while. I'm just now getting to it. But I've moved my goats out of this pen and only put like my dogs in or the donkey every once in a while. Because instead of doing 2 goats per kennel, I'm doing mostly 3 per kennel now, because they don't really stay in it as often. It's more so for nighttime protection and keeping them out of the bad elements. That's how they eat. This is like the best idea ever. I found this on YouTube. It's taking trash cans and turning them into hay feeders. So awesome. So here's another one of my kennels. So because it's coming out of winter into spring, I have a lot of hay on the ground. I keep their deck clean and their surfaces like that clean. Their bowls. So far I see somebody's got some poo in that one. That's baking soda next to it. So I need to raise them up because they are getting taller, older. This is some of the stuff that came with the retriever. I ordered it. It's a water bowl holder, and it can hold a dog food bowl as well. It sits on this little latch on the inside, and you can open it to get put water and food in, and close it without your animals coming out. I didn't really use it because I don't have a purpose for it after all. But here's some extra panels. Like I said, I put them side by side, the kennels, and I stagger them. And it leaves me with a couple extra panels. I could do something with this, but I just haven't really figured it out. I'm actually thinking about downsizing my kennels, and eventually, now that my goats are older, I want to move them out to my donkey pen. And they do have free run of my property. That's why my trees are all trimmed up, because they eat my trees like candy. They are starting on the bark, and if you know anything about the Smithville fires, these trees are just babies coming back, and I prefer them not to kill my trees. So I'm going to extend that kennel, this pen. Hi, Felix. You mama's baby, Felix. I see that dog got in there with you. Stella, get out of there, Stella. You better be glad they don't whip your butt. I know, boys. All my goats are boys, and they're all fixed. They're my pets. No, I don't eat them. No, I don't breed them. I don't make any money off of them. I kind of wish I did. Maybe I could make some money off of their poop. Because, you know, it's good gardening. Hi, boys. Hi. But yes, they are something. I love them to bits and pieces. Hi, honeys. Oh, stop it, you two. Charlie. Hi, boys. And there's Shadow, my donkey. Now, he usually stays in there, but now that he's being a lot more adventurous and stronger, bigger, badder, because we do have mountain lions and bobcats, coyotes and stuff, I have to keep my animals safe. So I take precautions. Yes, I do, don't I, honey? Yes, I do. Oh, just a bubba. Yes, I do. So, yeah. Ooh, almost fell. Don't laugh. Okay, so back to the kennels. Yeah, I am thinking about downsizing them. It's not that I don't love them. I love them to bits and pieces. They've served their purpose. If they had metal roofs, I might consider keeping them up. But actually, if I just put another couple of run-ins like that in, my goats are big enough to handle themselves in there. And I don't really see the purpose of having the kennels unless I build up on that hill and put them in there. Which, like I said, if they had tops that I don't have to replace at $150 a pop, then I would consider doing something like that. But if I got to keep investing money into my kennels every couple of years, that's kind of defeating the purpose of using my goats for pets, because they're, you know, well, not using them for food and such, because they're costing me more money than I'd like. And well, they are goats. They don't care too much for the rain. So this is another reason why I have them. And like I said, I like to shelter them and keep them away at night so I don't have to worry about predators. Not that my big dogs and my donkey can't handle some predators. I just don't want to have to run out here in the middle of the night shooting anything. I prefer to just prevent it all from happening if I can. So back to the kennels. I give these kennels out of 1 to 10 stars. I give it 10 stars. If it's a 1 to 5, I give it 5 stars. The roof, let's say 1 to 5, I give it a 3. And not the structure, just the canvas, whatever that is, top. If they just had something a little more durable that you don't have to replace, I would give these kennels, the tops, much better rating than a 3 out of 5. You know, they should invest in something like this. Something that you can attach and only have to do it once in the kennel's lifetime. So I might look into that. It's just more dollars, and I don't know if I want to do all that. Right, Shadow? I know. And your mama takes care of you, huh? Yes. And he's a boy too. I don't breed any animals here. Not even dogs. All my animals are fixed. Yeah. So this is my retriever kennels, and this is my 11-minute, 30-second update. Bye.